Have you ever felt stuck in an endless loop of thoughts, regretting the past or worrying about the future? It can feel overwhelming, right? But what if the solution isn't to fix the past or plan the future, but to simply live in the now? That's the powerful message behind Eckhart Tolle's transformative book, The Power of Now. Tolle invites us to escape the prison of our minds and find peace in the present. In this video, we'll explore the key ideas from this life-changing book and learn how you can apply them to your own life. Let's dive in. Tolle explains that most people are trapped in what he calls psychological time. This means we spend so much energy dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future uncertainties that we lose touch with the present moment, the only moment that truly exists. Imagine you're out for a walk in the park. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, but your mind is stuck on an argument you had yesterday. You're physically present, but mentally, you're somewhere else. Tolle calls this disconnection a recipe for stress and unhappiness. Think about this in your own life. How many joyful moments have you missed because you were too busy worrying about something you couldn't change? Maybe it was a family dinner where you were distracted by work emails, or a special occasion where you couldn't stop thinking about what could go wrong. These are the small yet significant losses we experience when we fail to live in the now. The first step to living in the now is to become aware of when your mind drifts. Notice when you're replaying a past event or imagining future scenarios, and gently bring your focus back to what's happening right now. Start with small steps, like paying attention to your breath or noticing the sensation of your feet on the ground. These moments of awareness are the foundation of presence. Now, let's dive deeper into one of Tolle's most powerful concepts, the ego. According to Tolle, much of our mental chatter is driven by the ego, the part of us that identifies with our thoughts, emotions, and external achievements. The ego loves to define us by what we own, what others think of us, or what we've achieved. But here's the truth. The ego is a false self. It's not who you really are. Think of a time when you felt frustrated because someone criticized you. That frustration wasn't coming from your true self. It was the ego reacting to protect its image. Maybe it was a negative comment on social media or a disagreement at work. In these moments, the ego steps in, making you feel small, angry, or defensive. Tolle explains that the ego thrives on this cycle of identification and conflict, keeping us disconnected from the peace of the present. Another example is when we tie our self-worth to external achievements. For instance, getting a promotion might temporarily make you feel successful, but when things don't go your way, the ego convinces you that you're a failure. Tolle emphasizes that true peace comes from detaching your identity from these external measures. The next time you feel your ego flaring up, pause and remind yourself, I am not my thoughts. I am the observer of my thoughts. This simple practice can help you detach from the ego's grip. Over time, this detachment creates a sense of freedom. Freedom from the need to prove yourself or react to every criticism. Tolle's core message is that the present moment, the now, is all we ever truly have. The past is gone, and the future hasn't happened yet. By focusing on the now, we can free ourselves from regret and anxiety and experience life as it unfolds. Tolle shares a personal story of sitting on a park bench after experiencing deep despair. In that moment, he realized that peace comes not from solving life's problems, but from fully embracing the present. This profound insight became the foundation of the power of now. Here's something you can try right now. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs. Listen to the sounds around you. By anchoring yourself in these simple sensations, you can begin to experience the power of the present moment. Let's move on to another essential lesson from Tolle, the art of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting the present moment exactly as it is. When we resist what is, we create inner conflict and suffering. But by accepting the now, we open the door to peace. For example, imagine being stuck in traffic. You can't control the situation, but you can control how you react. Instead of growing frustrated, take a moment to breathe, notice your surroundings, and accept the moment. This simple shift can make a stressful situation feel much lighter. Surrender also applies to larger life challenges. Let's say you're going through a difficult breakup or facing financial struggles. While it's natural to feel overwhelmed, surrendering means acknowledging your feelings without judgment and focusing on what you can do in the present moment. This doesn't mean you don't take action. It means you approach the situation with clarity and calm. Another way to live in the now is to focus on what Tolle calls the space between thoughts. Our minds are like constant streams of thought, jumping from one idea to the next. But between each thought, there's a tiny gap, a space of stillness and peace. The more we focus on these spaces, the quieter our minds become. One way to practice this is through mindfulness or meditation. For example, focus on your breath. Notice the brief pause between your inhale and exhale. In this pause, you'll discover a sense of calm and presence. A simple daily practice can be transformative. The next time you're doing something routine, like washing dishes or taking a walk, fully immerse yourself in the experience. Feel the water on your hands or the ground beneath your feet. These small moments can help you develop the habit of living in the now. Ultimately, Tolle teaches that we can achieve true inner peace by transcending the mind. This means not letting thoughts control us, but becoming the observer of those thoughts. When you observe your thoughts, you create a distance between them and your true self. Tolle reminds us that we are not our thoughts. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," you can simply observe that thought without judgment and let it pass. This practice helps you stay rooted in the now, where your real power lies. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. You don't have to chase them or hold on to them. Just let them drift by. This creates space for peace and presence to grow within you. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now is a guide to finding peace through presence. By recognizing the ego, practicing surrender, and focusing on the now, you can free yourself from the burdens of the past and future. Living in the now isn't always easy, but with practice, it becomes a way of life. So, start small. Take a moment today to breathe deeply, notice your surroundings, and anchor yourself in the present. Remember, life is happening right now. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Peace is found in the present moment. Embrace it fully.